Hello there guys, a bit of a different video today. Today we've got a piece of antique furniture to have a closer look at. This is a vintage hardwood fuse box from probably about the 1920s, so we're going to have a closer look at it. Here we are again with the vintage fuse box. We're just going to have a closer look at it now. Dates from about 1920 to 1930, I'd say. It's got lovely dovetail joints there, brass hinges, ceramic fuse blocks in there. It has been repaired at some point. Someone has put some notches in, which is quite nice. It's sort of not quite original, but it does seem to work all right. Lovely brass latch there. So let's open it up and have a look. So we are inside of the fuse box here. Of course, you'll probably be wondering, you think, oh, it's a 6-way fuse box. It's not. It's actually a 3-way fuse box because the top ones are the live and the bottom ones are the neutral, or vice versa, depending on how it was wired up. So obviously here you can see the main terminal coming in there. There's one at the bottom there and one at the top. So we'll have a closer look at the fuses. Extremely dangerous by today's standards, but yeah, it's literally just a bit of fuse wire and a little nurdled nut there. Goes right down the middle and then goes on the other side there. So of course there's 6 of these in total, 3 for the live and 3 for the neutral. And of course this wouldn't be allowed today because double pole fusing went out in about 1955, I think, from what I've learnt online. So of course it wouldn't be compliant today anyway. And of course it being in a wooden hardwood box would probably also make it non-compliant now as well. It's important to note here that we have a massive ceramic separator there in between the 2 poles of the live and the neutral. So basically your mains would come in at that end there and that end there. So you have your live and your neutral there, and then in the middle you would have your circuits. And of course, being of the age that it was probably just lighting really, because there's no other appliances you could plug into this or have wired into it, sorry. Yeah, the little terminals are just there. So it's 3 that side and 3 that side. Of course, no earth connection either. Again, it just shows how old this piece is. But it's quite a lovely piece, really. I've got it for my private collection of old electrical stuff, which obviously is a bit unusual, I know, but I find it quite interesting. So of course the joints on this are really nice. They really was made with quite a bit of care and attention back in the day. Obviously a lot of later fuse boxes were nowhere near as nice and good looking as this one. And of course this isn't just the only one I have. I do have a slightly newer one, although not that newer because it's still before 1955, because this has double pole fusing as well. And this is a Prento one, I think, although in the lid it says Rentix patent. It doesn't say Prento, it says yeah, I think it is. Yeah, let's have a closer look. Yeah, I think it is Prento, I think. Of course the insulators there have fallen off the top of the screws. It would have had some in there when it was new. Although I've been studying this fuse box for a while now, and I believe that this one is brand new, because I can't seem to find any deposits on any of the fuse wire on all of these. So one would naturally think that this has never been installed. And of course I could probably guess that by the fact when you turn it round there's no knockouts, so perhaps maybe it was never installed. What I do know is there's a lovely piece of asbestos in the middle to separate the 2 circuits. So at the top you'd have your live or your neutral, or at the bottom again vice versa. So say you have your live coming in that side and your neutral coming in that side, and your outgoing circuits are at the top and at the bottom. Again, probably only for lighting, because there's not really many appliances you could have plugged into this. That's why a lot of people used to plug the hoovers into the light bulb holders on the ceiling, because they didn't have any sockets. This one is missing its catch on the side, but again has the lovely dovetail joints there, which is quite how it should be back in the day, really. So let's just have a look at them both side by side. So there are the two old fuse boxes, one from about 1920 and the other one from about 1930. It's important to note that the one on the right there, the earliest one I've got, doesn't have a maker's name on it. It does have a proper glass sheet in there, although there's no names on any part of this whatsoever. Again, something you wouldn't normally find these days, but will be preserved for a long time in my private collection of tat. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, please subscribe to the channel. A lot more interesting and old items to come soon. I've got quite a few collection of old electrical bits dating from as early as about 1890, really, from my private collection. I've got absolutely thousands of them. I've never got around to making videos of them because I just didn't really think anyone would be interested, but I'm gonna give it a go. So thank you very much for watching, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.